Well, hi guys, here we are again, working on the mini Mockup project. Today, I'm gonna start to mock up the chassis for this machine. I've been trying to do a lot of planning before I commit to purchasing materials, just so that I don't waste too much money. I figured today I'll use some 2x3s to mock up the lower chassis for the machine and make sure that everything's gonna fit together properly. And I'll put the video off to the side, and here we go. Right, so this is where I've gotten, probably only took about 10 minutes to get this mocked up here. So far, I kind of like the way that this is shaping up. I'm realizing that I'll need to have a little bit more clearance between the side of the machine and the tracks. It also gives me a good idea of how I might end up mounting the tracks to the chassis. So in the real design, that cross member there will actually be integrated into the chassis, so it won't sit below it. Give the machine a little bit more ground clearance and give it a nice smooth underbelly. So that'll give me an idea where I need to locate that. I might move that cross member forward maybe another 4 or 5 inches just to get it closer to the front drive wheel, and then maybe I can use it to support the outside of the track drive shaft and support the track as well. So that's the front. The back, I left it a little bit long. I'll probably end up trimming that down as well. It was just, I didn't want to start too short. So I'll probably move that cross member forward just so that it sits just behind the 2 tracks there. Give a little bit of a bumper, and then just kind of protect the engine where it sits in the back there. But that's kind of where we've gotten so far. Okay, so I did a little more tweaking. I just put some blocks in there to hold the top part of the track up. I'm realizing I'll probably need to put some kind of an idler wheel up there just to hold the track up from sagging down. Otherwise, to get it to just sit taut, there's going to be a lot of tension on that track. Probably a lot more unnecessary stress on the hardware. So probably figure out how to keep the original idlers, or maybe put something new up there. Doesn't need to be significant, just some little caster wheels or something to roll. I moved the front support there forward up to the chassis, or the sliders of the snowmobile track, and I kind of like that where that is. It'll end up being about double that height, so that'll be pretty close to where I need it to attach to the track drive shaft. And so I'm hoping that I can kind of combine all of that support into one, and then just make it a little bit cleaner up front there. From the front, if this is the ground clearance that I'm going to have, I'll be fairly pleased. It's probably about, well, I don't know, a couple inches. We're looking at right about 8.5 inches of ground clearance. I might be able to bump that up a little bit more because I can move the chassis up and keep the bearing, the flange bearing, at the same elevation, so that'll add a little bit more ground clearance there, and yeah, that'll be a lot better for the deep stuff. And on this side, pretty much same as the other. So there we have it. Probably not going to pull out the engine or anything right now. It's just weighs too much for me to move around on my own. I have to get the tractor out to do that. So we'll get some measurements off of this and start to put an order together. There we go. Thanks a lot, guys.